Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck spotlight. My name is Tommy Wave, and today we'll be taking a look at Stalantia's Even Priest, or Even Dragon Priest. This is a really cool list. I saw it up on Hearthstone, of course, if you are watching from Hearthstone. Welcome. We do a lot of videos like this, and if you're watching from YouTube, of course, jump over to the Hearthstone article and check things out. Give the deck a +1. But this is an Even Priest that centers around the Orchanize Soul Priest effect. So your cards and powers that restore health now deal damage instead. And the latest addition to this kind of archetype, which is Orchanize Phantasm. It's a 2-mana 3/2 that on Battlecry gives us that Orchanize effect for the turn. So we're going to be combining these effects with our hero power, our upgraded hero power, which now heals for 4. So we can use this, our lower mana cost hero power, which heals for 2, but it is for 1 mana. So we can pair these a lot easier. We also have Circle of Healing, of course, the classic combination. You know, Orchanize Circle is a fantastic way to clear out a board. And the way that we're going to keep these effects in play is by using cards like Seance on our minions, either on either of the Orchanize, to get more copies of the card so that we can kind of keep our that effect going. Or we can use Eternal Servitude to bring back the Orchanize Soul Priest. Outside of that, we've got a lot of other controlling elements and a lot of other dragon elements. We've got Duskbreakers in here, which compare very well with the Twilight Drakes and the Primordial Drakes. We've even got some Fire Tree Witch Doctors in here, which is, we've played this card in Priest before, and it was absolutely fantastic, you know, discovering really specific cards like Holy Fire, or even Mind Controls and things like that. I think Fire Tree Witch Doctor is possibly one of the most underrated cards of the set. Now, we do need to be a little bit concerned, though, because we only have 6 dragons. We've only got the Duskbreakers, the Twilight Drakes, and the Primordial Drakes. We can't play Ysera or anything like that, or Crowd Roaster. So we want to be making sure that we're paying attention to if we have a dragon and a dragon activator, and maybe trying to balance that out. We do have some late game in here. We've got a Lich King, a Shadow Reaper Anduin, and a Mind Control, as well as those 2 Primordial Drakes. And the most interesting card within this list for me is definitely Mojo Master Zihi. I think we've talked a lot about, you know, when we play these warrior decks, or just when we try and play any late game deck from this most recent expansion, that we're always saying, look, you know, when we do get to late game, this is going to be our strategy, but unfortunately that strategy doesn't compare very well to the late game strategies of hunters, of druids, of a lot of other classes out there. We particularly see this with warrior, and I think Zihi is potentially a way to fix this. We can use Zihi on, you know, turn 8 or 9 before our opponent gets to play their Gul'dan, before our opponent gets to play their Ultimate Infestation, things like that. We can use Zihi to kind of keep that game in that, you know, turn 6, turn 7, turn 8 mode, which is hopefully where we have the advantage, because we can, you know, that's when we can Orchanize Phantasm plus Shroom Brewer. That's where we can Soul Priest plus Squashlings, things like that. So hopefully that can kind of keep us in the game. We can even use Seance to reset our Zihi. So I'm going to be keeping a good eye on Zihi for all of these games, just to see how good it is, and potentially this might be the key to a lot of late game strategies in decks that don't have the ultimate powerful late game. So big ups to Stalantia for sharing the deck. Once again, go check it out over on Hearthstone if you're not there already. And without further ado, let's jump into some games and see how we do. Alright, up here against the Warlock. I think we are pretty safe to keep Duskbreaker. I think Duskbreaker is going to be pretty valuable in a lot of matchups. Well, we really do want to mulligan and try and find another dragon, though. Or possibly our Fire Tree Witch Doctors. The real question is, do we keep this Shadow Visions? Because other than the Fire Tree Witch Doctor, we don't have a lot of proactive 2-mana plays. We could use this Shadow Visions to try and find a spell that's good in the matchup once we find out what matchup we're in. So I think we'll keep that.
Pleasant feast of Wintervale. We have turned our curse into our strength.
Give our opponent the the Merry Christmas. So still unsure of what this could possibly be. We do have a lot of these phantasms and seances, though. We do have a lot of these, this effect, which could be pretty good. I mean, this is a 3-mana play. So, we've got some options. We could just Shadow Visions. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of great stuff to find. We can either get the Mind Control, the Eternal Servitude, another Shadow Visions, or a Seance, or a Circle of Healing. I guess Circle of Healing would actually be quite good. So let's do that.
Quickly.
Bit of a whiff there. Bit of a whiff. But next turn we can just Phantasm heal the Keleseth.
Someone called for it's playtime.
Okay. Or we can rip a dragon and crush our opponent's board with this Duskbreaker. Not today. But now if we Shadow Visions, there's only Circle, Seance, Shadow Visions left. So we're guaranteed to hit Circle of Healing. So I think we might do that.
Let me show you the other side.
Alright, what's our opponent got now? Librarian's good. The Librarian's threatening to trade with these Phantasms is very frustrating.
Ooh.
Again, Greymane.
I wonder.
Can I have this Master Spell? I think. Or do we want to save the Master Spell in case they draw a Saronite Chain Gang? Because the Chain Gang is very hard to kill.
Let me show you the other side.
In a bit of struggle town here. Our opponent getting both of the Kobold Librarians is a pretty big deal. And that is going to be real hard to deal with. Yeah, wow. Not having Shadow of Death.
Mushroom power.
He's dead? No, 12. Not having like a Shadow of Death or anything makes these big booty minions quite tough to deal with early on. Yeah, no dice here.
Well played.
So definitely seeing the downsides of the deck there. That, you know, we never hit another dragon for our Duskbreaker. That kind of had some awkward early games, especially without a proactive play like the Fire Tree Witch Doctor. So GG's, well played to our opponent, and yeah, those Doom Guards. Doom Guards are looking pretty brutal.
I will fight with honor.
The light shall bring victory.
Okay, up against the Paladin here. Definitely going to keep these two Duskbreakers. I think it's pretty safe to assume that we're mostly going to be versing Odd Paladin still. And we really want to have an activator for a Duskbreaker on turn 3. Which our opponent is Odd Paladin, which they are.
We have turned our curse into our strength.
So hopefully we can maybe pick up another dragon. probably be pressured into coining out one of these Duskbreakers.
Reporting for duty.
Getting a little bit concerned. Just trying to think what our line is going to be after we play this Duskbreaker. Okay. Well, we got another another dragon, so I think we're in a very good position this game. We do need to be careful of our opponent, you know, getting up to Vine Cleaver and things like that. Big level up players, but so maybe we want to kind of sandbag this Duskbreaker for as long as possible.
Reporting for duty.
Let me show you the other side.
Let's cut down on our opponent's ability to deploy a Fungalmancer or a level up.
Reporting for duty.
Unidentified Maul is pretty good here. Divine Shield Maul is very good. Very, very good.
Beware
shadow. They have a Fungalmancer now. That's real good. Could be that our opponent wants to kind of
Handle it.
I don't know.
Speak your peace.
Acrosphere. Alright, well we're definitely Duskbreakering again here. This is too juicy a board. Take a Seance here if our opponent doesn't have the Vine Cleaver to kill our Duskbreaker. We can Seance it and kind of have a bit more of a lock on this game. Yeah, looks like we'll get to. Free Creeper. Free Creeper.
Reporting for duty.
Firefly. And front.
I see a vision in the flames.
Holy Water, hey? We could powered replicate. Maybe a Lich King or something. I don't think we can rely on that. Maybe we just want to Mind Vision. But if we hit level up, then it's real bad. I guess we'll just take Holy Water.
Beware the shadow.
Opponent's got a full board. See what they do with it. Best case scenario, our opponent, like, I don't know, trades in some stuff. Why would you attack with a minion? I would have thought they'd keep these as healthy as possible because they're the only things that live through the Duskbreaker. Karim! Well, we're definitely going to Duskbreaker this. It's an unfortunate necessity.
Meddlesome insects.
we dead to Leroy? Dead to Leroy Blessing?
Reporting for duty.
So, Anduin. We can heal an Anduin here.
The light has betrayed me.
That does mean we're pretty low on healing. I mean, if we draw like Squashlings or Shroom Brewers, it's actually quite good. How do we want to do this? Two, 4. Then we can trade here. Yeah, I guess that's about as it's good as it can get. I guess we'll take Eternal Cert, or we can Seance this Lich King next turn. We can also give ourselves the option to potentially Seance this Duskbreaker. It's a tough game, folks. Ooh, big Divine Favor. 11 left.
Brave heroes of Gilneas, arise!
Prince Liam, you say? I think I'm gonna go for Lich King and Seance this Duskbreaker. Or actually Doompact could actually be pretty good. See if our opponent has a Vine Cleaver or something to get rid of this Lich King. It's possible if they don't deploy a Vine Cleaver, we may want to Z here to lock them off for a turn, but I guess without, once we're in Shadow Reaper Anduin mode, we really want to try and use this Void Form hero power a bit more. Tradesies.
Reporting for duty.
Ooh. Brutal.
Shadowy thoughts.
Maybe this is too risky. Maybe we just can't possibly ever leave minions on the board. And especially after a big like Divine Shield play, maybe Doompact is just the best answer.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Come on, Primordial Drake off the top. Let's go. That ain't that. Is that the 4th Duskbreaker we've played this game, or the 3rd?
This jungle hides many secrets.
It's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good get.
What? You think you can take me? Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
I like that. I like that boy. I like that big dragon boy. Elise is a really good one to get in this situation, as it is looking like it's going to grind to a halt. If only we saved our holy water for the Elise. I guess we can seance our opponent's Elise if they don't trade.
Let me think.
Maybe we're too in the market for seancing all these Duskbreakers.
Reporting for duty.
Our opponent's just frothing at the mouth to level up all their guys too. Okay. Just let it rip. I think we'll just go for Duskbreaker and Prince Liam. Just get another body on the board. Or Duskbreaker and Gen Greyman, actually.
Darkness speaks to me.
This has become our greatest strength.
Don't feel a need to seance this turn, as we have the Soul Priest circle. You need to keep in mind that our opponent does have Leroy's, of course.
Darkness speaks to me. Darkness speaks to me. The shadows grow short.
Victory for Gilneas!
Beware the shadow.
Embrace the wrong.
I don't feel good about that turn. I feel really bad about that turn.
Well played.
Yeah. We were being too greedy. We should have just gone for the like trade Orchanized Circle or trade Doom Pact. Too greedy. Too greedy. That was well played by our opponent, poorly played by us, but GG. Okay, up here against a Hunter. Keep the Witch Doctor and the Twilight Drake. Hopefully we can hit like a Duskbreaker or something, just in case our opponent's on Beast Hunter.
We have turned our curse into our strength.
They're on the play though, so it gives us a couple of outs. Oh, I like this double Fire Tree Witch Doctor. Draw.
Happy Feast of
Happy Feast of
Winterveil.
Winterveil.
Do love this.
I see a vision in the flames.
Free from Amber or Master Spell? going to take this free from Amber. Just don't think Mass Dispel has enough value for us. Especially in this matchup. If we assume that it's Spell Hunter and not like Death Rattle Hunter or anything like that. In fact, maybe we should have taken Mass Dispel, given that there is still a chance that there are people playing Death Rattle Hunter out there. It's not completely off the map. Like if this is a coin, Devils or Egg. No. Eagle Horn Bow still doesn't really tell us much about what our opponent plans on doing.
I see a vision in the flames.
Psychic Scream or Power Word Shield? If we Power Word Shield, the Fire Tree Witch Doctor gives us a bit more velocity, might give us some more options. Psychic Scream though, obviously quite good. I think we'll go with the Power Word Shield though. I think we really just don't have a lot of proactive options in hand. Bear Shark. Alright, so it looks like this is Beast Hunter, but with a really slow draw. An especially slow draw. Alright, opponent, what have you got? You got something to do with this Soul Priest? Otherwise this Shroom Brewer is going to come down. And is this a new effect on the Soul Priest cards? Like, look at the Shroom Brewer. It's got like a weird shadowy glow on it. Is that a new thing? I don't think I've seen it before. Interesting. Interesting that they chose to do that rather than use the Eagle Horn Bow on the Soul Priest and then Baited Arrow the Soul Priest. Feeling good. Feeling good about this one. See if our opponent has Rexar to very much stay in the game at this point. It does look like a Rexar if our opponent's going to attack that Orchonite Soul Priest.
To my side.
Nope. Kill command? Killing that Soul Priest is real strange. Do we just use this now? I think so.
I must consider.
I think we'll Seance it as well. Now this does disable our Dusk Breakers, but we do have another Seance in hand just in case. I think ideally we just want to play a Lich King or a Free from Amber next turn anyway. Alright, still choosing to not attack. So I think we'll just go for Lich King here. Keep up the pressure on our opponent. Maybe set ourselves up for a situation where we can theoretically race. Death Grip, not good. Death Grip, not good. If our opponent has a lot of 1-drops in their deck. This is a Houndmaster or a Crackling Razormaw. Razormaw looking for Poisonous. Doesn't snap it off, so... +1/+1, so probably had like Stealth and Untargetable or something. Tundra Rhino is great. Tundra Rhino is really good here. Do we take the 7/8 with Taunt, or do we take the Divine Shield Rush to take out the Tundra Rhino?
I must consider.
I think we'll take out this Tundra Rhino.
Duty is to the king.
Don't know what a good mind control target would be. I guess Tundra Rhino is probably the best one. I mean, that's probably a pretty good mind control target. Probably pretty good. The old King Mosh. That's a good Jeweled Macaw. So that's what we were talking about when we were playing the budget Beast Hunter, is that like Jeweled Macaw gives you a lot of high roll opportunities. So if I go Soul Priest, Squashling, 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 opponent's face, attack. Puts them pretty low.
I wonder.
Embrace the void.
Now am I playing another Squashling, or... So our opponent has 6 in play. If they drew Unleash the Hounds, they'd have 10. 11 if we play another Squashling. I can't think of... I guess they have their hero power as well. We should have factored that in. 6, Leroy's 12. 13, 14. So just not enough. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I thought we were okay. We clearly are. Our opponent's just gonna rope us. So I'm gonna cut the video off here, so y'all don't have to watch our opponent being a salty human being. Please don't do this on the ladder, by the way. You're just wasting both people's times. But I'm gonna cut it off here, and we'll be back with the rest of the deck. Alright, we're here with Stalantia's Even Priest. Played a couple of games with it, and this is actually a genuinely very fun deck to play. I really enjoyed some of the cards in here, like Fire Tree Witch Doctor. This card feels fantastic. Enjoyed seancing a bunch of Duskbreakers against that odd Paladin. Yeah, I felt like a couple of there were some really good card choices in here, so big shout out to Stalantia. A couple of things that felt awkward though. I think we do need some extra dragons in here, even if it's just one extra. I think we could get like maybe like a Bone Drake or a Fairy Dragon or something like that. I think Bone Drake's probably the best choice. Even just a one of in the deck I think would really shore up a lot of those dragon synergies, particularly with the Duskbreakers. Just because we have to deploy them so early that we really want them to be turned on. I also think that this mind control, whilst it did win us one of the games, I think it's just slightly awkward. It makes a lot of these early shadow visions a bit tough if we are looking for specific things like Circle of Healing or Eternal Servitude or Mass Dispel, something like that. Having the mind controlling that kind of blocks that. And I'm sure Stalantia knows, but I'm just not sure if... you know, in a game against a control deck where we played both Shadow Visions and got 3 mind controls, like, is that really good? You know? And that the one mind control is a bit of a brick against a lot of things. I think we could definitely do some more interesting kind of mid-rangey stuff like, you know, Cabal Shadow Priest, or look at some of these, getting some different 4-drops in there. Shadow Madness is another interesting one. But overall, yeah, really fun deck. I think if you've got the pieces, most notably if you've got the Gen and the Primordial Drakes and maybe this Lich King in here, definitely give this deck a shot, or a deck like this a shot. I think the Phantasm Soul Priest stuff is really good, and hopefully this type of archetype gets a bit more support in the future, because I'll be really looking forward to healing our opponent's face to death. That feels really good. Anyway, if you are watching on YouTube, all the links are in the description, including a link over to the Hearthstone deck article. Jump over there, give Stalantia a +1, leave a lovely thoughtful comment, as I know you will. All my links are down there as well, including a link over to Twitch, including a link over to Twitter, Tommy_Wave on both. That's the best place to catch me. Come hang out, ask me a question. If you've got a cool deck that you want me to check out, you can link that too. But until next time, stay safe, stay wavy, heal your opponent. Bye. I hope you enjoyed that video. Check out other ones over here, or come subscribe to the Wave Pool for more excellent times.